The primary objective of finding anticipation setup is to find a setup where your stop is very close to the entry. In order to do that, I just use two scans. One is IPO, where on IPO I'm looking for anticipation setups, and the other one anticipation, and the actual scans are in the learning area. So let's go through this. It doesn't take much of a time. So um, if I find a good setup in this, that Billy, I would still put it like, and it was a much better setup here, but I would still keep it as one of the setups there. So the flagged setup, I'm copying it to a watch list anticipation, which is currently blank, and unflag everything. Uh, so that's what you have basically. And now let's look at the other anticipation list. The other anticipation list is basically on stocks which have trend intensity above 104. So again, let's start looking at if I can find something which clearly is actionable kind of a thing. Now this is something which looks very nice, actionable, and this looks 3 days sideways, so trend intensity has just gone above 105, so I'll keep that. Or to maybe World Wrestling, maybe kind of a setup, not really the best of the setup, but maybe. Okay, TP. Let's look at rest of the stock is too volatile, so it may be kind of a setup. Let's go to the next one. This is a nice setup. Okay, this is it's a rate, so I would let it go. Really, this might require a couple of days, but looks like possibly worth putting in a watch list. Walker Dunlop looks decent. This is a very nice setup. This is an ideal kind of a setup which I highlighted, and I already have a starter position in this, and I'll add to it if it breaks out, but that looks very nice. Planet Fitness, not enough sideways move. This doesn't look very nice as a anticipation setup, so I'll let it go. Sketcher earnings is due. This looks okay for a high price stock, even though it's little bit more volatile than what I like. Uh, Maybe. So once you know what you're looking for, it doesn't take much time to go through 300 stocks. It will probably take me 7 or 8 minutes. So that's it. So basically, you have NYW, GCAP, World Wrestling Federation, which is not really like a good anticipation setup now. So I'd let it go. TEP, Verastream, FireEye, Avao, uh, Walker Dunlop, Ren, Abax, Bold, and AXN. So copy flagged to watch list anticipation and clear all flags. And let's have a look at the watch list anticipation. Watch list anticipation, I have around 12 candidates. Not every one of them will be like an A grade or like something which I would look at. I have not looked at the news on this, so I would quickly look at the news to see if there is any merger acquisition or when is the earnings coming in. So this is 426, so there is like in the next week. Tape 5.3, Verastream, FireEye, Avao, Walker Dunlop, Ren. That looks very nice. Abax is 426, 510. This is the earnings date. So these are the 12 which will have. This will go on Interactive Broker, and I would have a order ready tomorrow morning on couple of them. Like this one I already have a position, but if it breaks out like above this level 10, 25 or 26, I would be a buyer on that one basically. And a couple of others look nice also. And tomorrow morning I would again look at if there is any news affecting them. So all it took me is 9 minutes. Reality or only 5-6 minutes. Rest of it was like just to demonstrate to you. And that's how you can find a setup which can next day sometimes make 8, 10, 20% move. And most of the time, many of these kind of setups like can make that kind of a move in just first half an hour. So if you are ready and if you have orders put in place and if it triggers, you can be instantly profitable.